Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Shri Guru Charitra, Chapter 11, Birth of Narahari. Siddha continued the story. Namadaraka, do you remember the story of Ambika, whom Shri Guru Shri Padavallabha instructed to perform Pradosha Puja? In her next birth, she was born as Amba Bhavani in Vajasena community in the town of Karanja. She was married to a Brahmin named Madhava. Madhavan was a staunch devotee of Lord Shiva. He and his wife worshipped Lord Shiva and performed Pradosha Puja regularly. Amba Bhavani conceived and was in constant thoughts of God. She attained Brahmajnana. She delivered a boy who, unlike normal child, chanted Om instead of crying at the time of his birth. Everyone was astonished. Astrologers who saw the child's horoscope predicted that he was an extraordinary boy. Anybody who is blessed by him will attain fame. He will master all siddhis and will entangle the samsara, will become a sannyasi. O Brahman, Lord Himself has incarnated as your son, and all your wishes will be fulfilled. You should take care of this boy carefully, not only for your sake, but for the sake of the world. The fame of the child spread like wildfire, and people from the town started flocking to the Brahman's house to see the child. The parents, out of their blind affection, failed to realize that being an incarnation of God, no evil force can affect the child. Instead, they kept the child away from others' vision. He was named Narahari. After a few days, Amba Bhavani told her husband that since her breast milk had dried, she could not feed the child and hence asked her husband to search for a lactating mother for feeding the baby. As she said this, the baby touched her breast with his tender hands, and immediately her breasts were full of milk and drenched her dress. The parents realized the divinity of the child but did not speak to this to others. Even when he was a year old, Narahari did not talk a word other than Pranava. People started commenting about his inability. His parents thought that if the boy listened to their speech, he might talk. Accordingly, Narahari listened to his parents' speech. Though he could not understand fully, only a smile and pranava was his response. When Narahari was 7 years old, his mother Amba Bhavani thought that her Pradosha Puja was futile as a son could not talk. Immediately, Narahari turned an iron piece into gold. Surprised by this, the parents wanted to test, so he repeated the same with few iron rods. They realized that he was an avatar and said, "Oh Lord, we failed to realize your true self out of our ignorance. We realize your greatness. Please speak to us as we are keen to listen to your speech." Narahari, through action, informed his parents to perform his Upanayana. The parents agreed and made arrangements and invited friends and relatives. After Yajnopaveda, he was initiated into Gayatri Mantra. Narahari repeated the same mentally. Thereafter, as per Shastras, Narahari sought the first Bhiksha from his mother. She offered Bhiksha and asked him to learn his Shwashaka of Rigveda. Immediately, the boy started chanting Rigveda, and the gathering was speechless. When she offered Bhiksha the second time, she told Narahari to master Yajurveda. Immediately, Narahari started reciting verses of Yajurveda. During the third time, he recited Samaveda. The crowd was totally astonished to hear three Vedas from a boy who was not uttered any other word till then. They realized that he was not an ordinary child. Narahari told his mother, "Mother, you wanted me to learn Vedas. Accordingly, I have become a sannyasi. Accept bhikshas and learn Vedas and spend my life." Hearing this, Amba Bhavani felt unconscious. After regaining her consciousness, she said, "My son, I thought you will take care of us in our old age. I was very happy when you started talking. Please don't leave us." Hearing this, Narahari told, "Oh mother, please don't feel sad. I want to go in a particular path. You will beget more sons who will take care of you. Please remember your Shiva Puja in your earlier birth." Saying so, he placed his hand on her head. Immediately, Amba Bhavani remembered her previous birth and visualized Sri Guru Sri Padavallabha in Narahari. Narahari further said, "Mother, let me tell you few facts. I am a saint. I have to undergo pilgrimages and visit places. For this, I have to relieve myself from bondage." Amba Bhavani argued, "Oh son, to become a sannyasi, you have to undergo all the four ashrama. You have to become a grahastha, then attain vanaprastha, and finally become a sannyasi. Hearing this, Narahari explained the principles and philosophy of highest order. I shall narrate them to you. Listen carefully. Thus told the Siddha to Namadaraka. Let us wind up for today. Tomorrow we'll see chapter number 12, Narahari, who became Narasimha Saraswati. Om Shri Sai Nathaya Namaha.